1. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 2-Time, bringing you another episode of 2 Times Mosh Pit. Yo, today we got a special guest today, bro. We doing these interviews, and we bringing this for the public, bro. We doing this for the public, bro. We bringing bangers after bangers, and we dropping them Johns. I'm about to say hoes. Johns, bro. Excuse my language, bro. Today, we got Mr. CORUSS is here. The LaMelo fellow light-skinned Jello. A.K.A. Introduce yourself, bro. Introduce yourself, bro. Go ahead.
What's going on? Corey Russell. You can call me CORUSS is here. Corey one time. In case y'all ain't know, I'm the OG one time. Saya got his 2 times shit from me. We got Ziggy 3 times as well. So
For sure.
yeah, I'm Corey Russell. I'm out here smoking this blunt right now. So y'all gonna get the raw version of Corey. Pause.
That was pause like a motherfucker, bro. Excuse my language, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, public, bro. Like, when I speak to these people, bro, it's like we said, it's raw, bro. Pause, bro. Pause, bro. We just be doing this off the book, bro. We don't even be rehearsing this, bro. This is for the public, bro. We want this natural feeling, bro. I can't even say pause, bro, because you already said pause like twice, bro. We doing this shit for the public, though. Excuse my language, though. Excuse my language. So it's actually gonna be a very bigger show because we finna get messy, Corey, bro. I hope you ready, bro. Because I'm not with everybody else, but I'm not skipping through edges. I'm not dodging through nothing, bro. We get right into the nitty gritty, bro. And are you down for that? Are you down for that? Because when you enter the mosh pit, ain't no turning back, bro. Ain't no turning back when you go to the mosh pit, bro. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. Let's get started.
Let's get started then. So, a lot of people don't know, bro. You grew up playing football. You played football with me, actually, from like a very young age, right? You played football when you was in 3rd grade, and then you stopped playing football, and you found a certain love for basketball. Where did that certain love for basketball, where did it come from, and what made you want to pick up a basketball and say, bro, forget this football stuff. I'm ready to go hoop. I'm ready to be a hooper. Like, I'm trying to score. Like, where did that come from?
Funny story. So, yup, just like he said, my first sport was football. You know, I was a running back. You know, I had this little nickname. My uncle used to call me Scat. That's what they called me. A quick little running back. I always did my little thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But what brought me into basketball, well, I said this shit a couple days ago, but I blame Steph Curry, bro. Steph Curry, like watching Steph Curry in college, Davidson, you know, got drafted 2009. Like I was 9 years old back then. I was born in 2000, so I remember seeing Curry for the first time, and it just made me fall in love with basketball and made me want to go out and be that exact same player. So that's mainly what brought me from football to basketball and wanting to start some hoop dreams.
So, like, in basketball, because it's a lot different than football, like, now all of a sudden 7-on-7 teams was traveling and stuff, but basketball for AAU, y'all was traveling every weekend. It felt like during summer, y'all had summer tours. Like, y'all went to Vegas, and then y'all went to California, and then y'all went to Texas, and then Florida. It's like so many different spots. Like, bro, how was it being on AAU, just traveling, seeing the world, bro, just playing basketball, like, anywhere, bro, like, any given day?
Man, I personally think playing AAU basketball is probably one of the best things you can do growing up as a kid, because it's just so dope meeting new people from different schools, and then y'all all clicking together, and you got this little tight-knit gang, and just traveling to places. Like, I remember I've been to Cali, Vegas, Texas, I've been to Florida. Like, it's just super dope. It's super dope going out, traveling places, seeing the world. That was always the most fun time of my life. Whenever
Really?
we was with my first club team I played with was Recruit. You know, I played with a couple people from Desert Ridge, couple people from Mesa,
All over the state.
couple of Williamsfield, like all over. So, and we always practice up at Williamsfield. You know, I traveled with them. There was a new up and coming team, so we had to like kind of get ourselves on the map. So we wasn't really going out there like that at first. You know, it was more local, but we was like in Arizona, but just far out, like Flagstaff tournaments, Tucson tournaments, stuff like that. But then we started going to Cali, Vegas, and those were the only 2 places I went with them. And then the next team I played for the Arizona Sting. That was a team where I travel a majority with. Those are like my closest knit friends. We was traveling out to Texas,
Yeah.
Cali Vegas is just like that's just the main shit.
Yeah,
Cali's
for
just so
surely, for
big,
surely.
Vegas.
So let me ask you this.
Those
I don't mean to interrupt you, but have you ever played the Compton Magic? And how good are they, bro? Because there's so much hype. That like I didn't watch AAU basketball, bro, but I know about the Compton Magic. Like everybody knows about the Compton Magic, bro. Did you ever play against the Compton Magic?
I actually did get a chance to play against the Compton Magic.
Was the
I
hype really
played
what it
it.
was?
The Compton Magic, man, they run their AAU team at all levels like it's an NBA franchise. Like every single
Mmm.
age group, 11U, 12U, 13, 14,
Mmm.
15, they're all like the top levels everywhere that you can play. I played against Compton Magic when I think they're 14 UT. Actually, Dalen Terry just got drafted to the Chicago Bulls out of U of A. Was on that Compton Magic team. So like I played against
Mmm. Some
players that are really
NBA
out here.
talent.
That's what I'm saying.
Mmm.
My nigga J Dub, Jay Williams, went to Perry. He played for the Compton Magic. He also played for the Irish, but that's another good AU team. I play against him too. Like at Compton Magic, they got some talent coming out there for all levels.
So how was it playing against? Because you, like you said, Dalen Terry, NBA 25th pick, Chicago Bulls. Jalen Williams, I think, was the 11th pick, Oklahoma City Thunder. How was it playing against like NBA talent, bro? Like seeing them in the league now, like, bro, how does that feel? Like you get to literally say, bro, like to your kids or to anybody, I played against him. That boy's in the league now. Like he doing his thing in the league, bro. How does that feel? Like just seeing them make it all the way.
I think it feels dope to have played against them at one point in time, but like obviously at that point in time they wasn't what they are now. So in hindsight,
Mm-hmm.
to me, those are just my guys. Like I'm cool with both of them. It's deeper than just basketball. So it's really dope seeing them, and obviously being able to tell that story. It's just like the same thing with you. Like you see all these players going to the league, being that nigga in college and shit. You was playing against them in high school and shit.
Facts.
Like Spencer,
Facts.
like Spencer Rattler, like nigga, we've seen that nigga play before, and that nigga,
Facts.
going doing his thing at South Carolina now. We're finna see what that's gonna look like, but it's just always crazy seeing people that you play way back, like at the highest level now.
For surely. So let me ask you this then. So after AU ball, you go right to high school. You go to Basher High School, where I went to high school. Me and you go there together, and then you play freshman basketball at Basher. Tell me how that was playing basketball at Basher High School, because they was always known for a good basketball program at the start. And then I think after we left, they sort of dipped. But I don't know if they're really that good now because it's been like 5 years. But like, how was it going to school playing with like damn near every year they was almost going to state type stuff?
Man, freshman basketball. Thinking about that shit, my bachelor freshman basketball team, if I'm not mistaken, we were either undefeated or lost one game.
Mm-hmm.
So the bachelor program, even though I do got some shit to talk about
Oh
that
no,
program,
we
they
gonna get into
still
that. Don't even worry about it. We finna get into all that. We finna get into all that. Don't even worry about it.
they at that freshman level. I remember my coach Reichel. I'm pretty sure he's still the athletic director at Bastion now, or whatever title he got over there. But he was my freshman coach. Was probably one of the coolest coaches I've ever played for. He let me be me. Then
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't on that no favorites. That's why I fucked with him. It was no favoritism. Like if you gonna be on the team, you gonna play. Like go out here and do your shit. So my freshman team consisted of Brian Baptiste was a freshman, but he was playing. Going back and forth from varsity, damn near playing varsity, but he was still practice with us sometimes. Brandon Davis,
Who's
Gage
in the
Workman.
MLB? MLB. That's what's crazy saying that they're in the MLB. But continue. My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Continue.
Exactly. Who else was on that team? Uh, Mason Sorensen, not sure what he's doing now. Jared Paulus, not sure what he's doing now either. But just oh my nigga Jalen Rasheed, I forgot about Jalen. Jalen
Yeah.
Rasheed was on my team, and yeah, we was good, bro. We was totally good. Like I said, we lost one game, was undefeated. So the freshman program when I was in there, it was definitely ran good.
So after that freshman stint, let me ask you this before I even get into the nitty gritty of stuff, bro, because we finna get into it.
Yeah.
If you think that if you stayed there all 4 years, I don't even mean to spoil the interview or anything, but like if you stayed there all 4 years with Jalen Rasheed, do you think you guys won another state championship our senior year of high school?
In all honesty, it all just depends, you know, because like we said, there's nitty gritty shit to be talked about that program. Like that has nothing to do with basketball. So only God knows what could really go through that. But if saying that it goes through and we all actually get to grow, develop, and play together, I feel like that same freshman team we probably could have went to state. Cause like I said, we was good and we was playing those same schools almost every year. So it's not like it was no new competition just coming out of nowhere. Like we was familiar with these teams that we was going against. So shit, I feel like if we all got to stay together, we probably could have done something crazy.
Okay, so everybody is gonna probably keep wondering, like, bro, get to like the juicy stuff, because like everybody's been asked, because like we keep teasing at it, but we ain't saying nothing about it. So let me put this note or bell in your head. Freshman year, summer, going into sophomore year, basketball. What went down, and what soured the taste between you and the Basha program?
Man, I remember this shit like it was yesterday, bruh. So this is what happened, bro. Freshman summer, only a handful of people know this story. Freshman summer, I was at a park playing basketball with my two brothers and my dad. Just a little background, actually, no, scratch that. So I was at the park playing basketball with my two brothers and my dad, and I had got hurt hooping out there, and I hurt my ankle. So once my ankle was hurt, obviously there's for Basha the off season. That's what I was going to talk about. Basha off season. So the whole purpose of the Basha off season was we damn near didn't even touch a basketball for like 2-3 weeks. It was all conditioning after school, conditioning during 6 hour. That was the main thing. You go out there, you run on the track, and you know, running 800s, 400s, miles, whatever. So before I got hurt, my freshman year coming into high school, I was hands down the most conditioned person in that program. From freshman, JV, varsity, it did not matter. Every single time we went out to run on that track and conditioning, I was in front of everybody, in front of all the seniors on varsity, anybody on JV. Like nobody could fuck with me on the track because I was just always been conditioned. So hurting my ankle, I wasn't able to do the conditioning going into my sophomore year. So the coach, I grow house.
Yep, that's the day.
Coach grow house, man. So you know, in sports, when you get hurt, it's obviously courtesy. You gotta get the doctor's notes and shit, or get the updates to the coaches, let them know how the physical therapy, all this is going. So I'm getting doctor's notes every single week, updating through my getting my ankle back right. My coach sees them every week. I bring him the papers in person. Weeks go by, 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I was hurt for 2 months, damn near the whole off season. So then, once conditioning comes around, and my whole goal was to get right by tryouts. I wasn't worried about conditioning, especially because I already knew I was the most conditioned person on the team, which was facts. You could ask anybody that was out there in the bachelor program. Nobody could fuck with me on that track. So that's why, in my mind, I didn't even take it lightly that I would be missing that. And the crazy thing, even though I was missing actual workouts, I was there every single day. Every workout, I was out there with the big boot on my leg. I was out there, you know, cheering on my team. There was times I even caught myself trying to jog with like the slower players and shit, just because that's the type of person I was in high school. I was always looking out for like somebody that was, you know, may have been worse than me, but you know, they're people anyway, so everybody was cool. So I would be doing the extra shit that people don't expect. So then I get my ankle right. Physical therapy was a motherfucker. It was a bitch. I had to do that shit 3 times a week, 3-4 hours after school. I was doing all these type of workouts, getting my ankle right. That shit hurt. All the my little machine shit with the little suction cups, bro. No matter that shit hurts, bro. Especially when when you got a bunch of ligament. My injury was I had damn near almost all the ligaments in my ankle torn. Because
Mhm.
I had came from down from a layup, fell on my dad's ankle, and my whole ankle like turned and touched the concrete both sides. It like clicked left, right.
Ugh.
And my ankle was fucked up. So I got back in time. Fast forward, I got back in time for tryouts. That was the whole goal. That was my goal. My physical therapist. That was the goal of my mom. I had even let the coach know that like I'm just trying to get back by tryouts. So I get back by tryouts, and once tryouts start, I go out there. I do my thing. I wouldn't sit here and cap. If I felt like I didn't deserve to make it because my talent, I would be honest. But I was better than almost more than half the niggas in there, especially consider who had made the team after the fact.
No, no,
So,
no, 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 hold on. Don't
tryouts,
escape it. Who made the team that shouldn't have made the team that you was better than?
I can't, I honestly, right, and at this moment, can't remember names. I
Mm.
can't remember names, especially because, looking for after that shit happened, what the move that I made next, I wasn't even worried about that shit. That's why I damn near don't even remember who was on the team.
Mhm.
But so I'm out there tryouts 5 days. I'm killing that shit every day, killing it every day. And once the fucking last day come, we do that last 5-on-5 scrimmage. Coach makes the announcement. All right, everybody, the list for who made the team is out in the hallway. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Best of luck to those who didn't make it, and for those who made it, get ready to work on Monday. So me, I think I made it. In my head, I'm like, there's no way I didn't make the team. I didn't even go look at it right away. I went to take off my shoes and go chill in the locker room, and then I went out to look, and I ain't see my name on the list. I ain't see my name on the list. I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, I thought I was tripping or something. So I went. Nobody knows this, but I'm about to say nobody knows this. So I went to Coach G, and I sat down and asked. I was like, why? Just straight like, why did I not make the team? Like, consider, especially my freshman stint, I was a starting point guard, so I
Mhm.
was a good player. I played. I made plays. I was doing my thing. So I asked. I was like, why did I not make the team? And he just straight up, bitch made, excuse my language, did not even tell me no real reason. He just said, no, it's just not gonna work out. It's just not
Mm.
gonna work out. We're moving in a different direction. It's imagine hearing that as a sophomore,
Right.
you
Right.
hooping, trying to make it to varsity. You got people in our family, like a lot of people might not know Jai Carson. Like we looked up to that nigga when we was little, hooping and all that stuff. So like I wanted to just play a varsity sport. So imagine hearing that as a sophomore, the varsity coach telling you that you can't even make it on the JV level. Like, nah, we gonna go in a different direction. Was never straight up with me. And then, yeah, from that point on, that's when it all got sour after that. It all got sour after that.
So then a lot of people don't know after that sophomore year you didn't make it. You did a buddy system with your best friend Jalen Rashid at the time. Jalen Rashid and you two were like two peas in a pod. Pause. Y'all was everywhere together. So he made the
Yeah.
team, but you didn't, and you was like, bro, I'm getting out of here because my basketball future's not here. Like clearly it's not with Bash, it's not with the program. So y'all two decide, hey, let's go to Mesa. And Mesa was where they built champions. Like our cousins went there, both of our pops went there. They built a legacy at Mesa, so people know who you are at Mesa already. You go to Mesa, they're a championship winning team, I think, when you get there, right? I think they just won state when you got there, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
So they just won
yeah.
state. How was it arriving at Mesa High with the legacy that our family had there and knowing that they just been a state champion, knowing that you're about to play basketball with the state champions damn near? How did that feel, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, but I was damn near starstruck because, I like I said, like everybody know, I grew up out here. Like we from Mesa, was born in Mesa Hospital. Like when I was little, we keep bringing up Jahi, but if you don't know, go look it up on YouTube. But like, he was like one of the top players in the nation at that time in high school, going
Mm-hmm.
absolutely crazy. So me as a kid, I'm going to these Mesa High games in that same Mesa High stadium.
Right.
So going in
Right.
there, I kind of just immediately got that start. So feeling like, damn, like I'm playing on the Jackrabbits court. I remember, watching these teams, watching my cousin go for 45, 50, 60 on this court in high school. So
Mm-hmm.
at first I was starstruck, but it was really dope though. It was super dope. A lot of people already had known me because they knew he was my cousin, so I wasn't like the completely new guy, especially the coach, because it's the same basketball coach, Coach Burkhardt, it was the same coach. So he knew me through the relations of Jahi, whatever, made me feel welcome. The program was amazing. It was amazing arriving at Mesa, knowing I'm about to play for the Jackrabbits for sure.
So you arrive at Mesa, and then you said it's very fun. You said it's way more turned to Bash at points. So you said Mesa because that was the biggest school in Arizona at the time. So you go to
Hmm.
Mesa, you play basketball there sophomore year, and then sophomore offseason, what happens? Because all of a sudden you're not playing at Mesa basketball anymore. You actually end up transferring to Basha your junior, like your senior year of high school. So like, what happened? Because you took
So
sophomore, I
you
think you
got
took sophomore year off of basketball, and then you played basketball at Mesa junior year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, well, exactly like you had said. So that sophomore going into you talking about going into my junior year, right?
Yeah, so like what happened like playing there junior year and then why did you not play your senior year? And what made you come back to Basha?
Okay, all right. So my junior year at Mesa, I'm just made the team. Obviously, I didn't play basketball my sophomore year because I was still at Basha that whole year. Because my friend Jalen was still, like you had already said, he was still on the team. So I was still at Basha doing my thing. I finished out the year there, sophomore year, and then me and Jalen both decided to go up to Mesa High. So that summer we was at all the workouts, all the Mesa is a very traditional based school, so they have these events that they do every single year. The Jackrabbit tournament, the Mesa Mile Run, like all this shit. I was doing all that shit throughout the summer, getting accustomed to my new teammates, my new friends. It was super dope, super dope. That was probably one of the funnest times I've ever had. So junior year, I played JV over there at Mesa my junior year. And quick little side story, I played a varsity game my junior year that summer against our rival Mountain View.
Mm.
I only played like 2, 3, 4 minutes, and I honestly think it's because Coach Burkhardt had a problem with my shoes. Cause like I said, Mesa is a very tradition-based school. Every player wear the same shoes, no accessories. Ain't nobody had no tattoos, no wild hair. Like it was ran like that. I had
Tight ship program.
those tight knit program. I had those bright gold Kobe 10s, the ankle Kobe 10s. Cause even I knew it was out of character because I just looked so much different than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest though, the players that was already there, they had the team shoes and shit from the previous year. I obviously wasn't there yet, so I didn't have those type of shoes. So I played like my little 2, 3 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really doing nothing out there. I was
Mm-hmm.
nervous. It was my first varsity run against the actual school. So, I was being very passive. A problem I had when I was hooping always was there was times where I wouldn't be aggressive enough. That can even go back to my being when I was younger, faking injuries, faking my stomach was hurting, so I ain't have to play football against certain
Facts.
teams and shit.
Facts.
So I always had a little problem. So I was nervous. So that was the last time I saw any run with the varsity. Oh shit,
Man,
that
you
was the
dropped the
last
butter.
time. That was the
You
last.
dropped
I
the
dropped the
butter.
butter there. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I dropped the butter. I fucking. That was the last time I got any varsity run against another varsity team while I was at Mesa. So we went through trials where, all right, I make JV cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the best players on JV. I'm not gonna short myself of that.
Mm-hmm.
I had fucking games. I was dropping 40 at the end of the season at fucking Central High School. Almost got into a fucking fight over there in Phoenix. I had games I was dropping 25-30 on our rivals Westwood, dropping 20 on fucking Mountain View. Like I was
It's
that
going
nigga on
crazy.
JV, going crazy. I was that nigga
Giving
on
people
JV.
crazy work. Crazy work. What
That's
is
why
I'm
I said
going to
crazy
say?
work,
Crazy
nigga.
work.
Crazy work, nigga. For real. Like my first step too quick. And back to Bachelor, the whole Steph Curry. People used to call me Steph
Steph
Curry.
Curry, yup.
I had that 3-point shot like it was nothing because I literally modeled my game after Steph Curry, my jump shot, everything. So people even said I looked like him, all that other crazy shit. So Steph Curry, that was my whole game. I was 3-point knockdown, but I ain't gonna lie, when it got closer to the basket, other than layups and shit, my mid range and my 2-point game wasn't all that because I wasn't really working on that because I was too busy trying to be like Steph from the 3-point line.
Facts.
So, and that's what had separated me from all the varsity players on Mesa because they was all well rounded. They could play around this shit. And, you know, a little inside view, like even playing JV, we obviously practice with varsity every single day. At one point, I was giving the varsity niggas work. Because we had
Crazy work.
Crazy work. I was giving the varsity niggas work. The defending state champ varsity niggas work, bro. So we had a meeting, it wasn't just any meeting, it was our 6-hour where our coach, we watched film every day. That's why I'm telling you the type of program that makes so was you watch film on practices. We would watch the film on the previous day's practice. And coach had shown me some love, shouting me out like, y'all, look what Corey is doing out here. Going balls to the walls, pause. That's what going balls to the walls, crazy. You know, playing defense, getting to his spots on the offensive end. Like, this is somebody that should be in the varsity gym with us. So I was getting love that week from the varsity players, the coach. We practice it with them every day, obviously, so we going against. So I'm doing my thing. So I was low-key thinking that I was on my way to getting on my varsity spot. But, yeah, that's how the junior year went. And what had led me to not play my senior year at Mesa was... This is how it ties in together, bro. We had a scrimmage against none other than Bastia High School. My old school. It was a varsity scrimmage. Obviously, I was not on varsity, so just imagine you going to Perry you transferring to Perry to play football because you're not getting the opportunities at Bastia. And then all the players that you used to play with on Perry see that you're not on the varsity team when they all are, because at this point they're junior, seniors, they're on the varsity team, and they see you recording the damn scrimmage. that the Coach Burkhart did me so dirty, which is why this is where I felt like our relationship in Mesa basketball got sour with me, because I never recorded no games. I was always just at the varsity games, chilling, kicking it. But the Bastia scrimmage, my Coach Burkhart, wanted to call me into the office and say he needs me to record. So, people like Tevin, he can attest to this. I was up at the top recording the scrimmage before it started. All the Bastia players walking in, seeing me, pointing at me, laughing. The Coach G pointing at me, laughing. Like, nigga, dead ass. Imagine that shit as a high school.
Yeah,
I was still a junior. Going into my senior year when that shit happened. They walking into the room clowning me. It was at Mesa. So there's a crowd there. And the crowd's trying to see, what are they laughing at? What's going on? But, nigga, they was all pointing, laughing at me, bro. So that's where the Mesa relationship got a little sour for me, for sure.
So then you stopped playing ball at Mesa, you transferred back to Bash your senior year, then you graduated with Mr. Two-Time, the real one himself. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty, bro. One-on-one, I'm gonna ask you a few names. I want you to answer. Score and who, and how much you would win by. So game 2, 11, one-on-one. I'm gonna give you a few names. Tell me if you win or lose. Braylon Tharp.
Braylon Tharp, one-on-one. Braylon, that's one of my niggas, we grew up with. I ain't gonna be too disrespectful, too crazy, but I ain't gonna lie. Is it Is it make it take it, or you gotta give it back after you score?
Just one on
Everybody
one,
get.
me versus you, manhood versus manhood. $50 on the ground. Hell, make it $100 on the ground. Who won in that game?
No, I hear you, but I'm saying, is it if you make the ball, do you take the possession, or do y'all go back and
Okay, let's
forth
change. Let's change it up.
scoring
Let's
each
change it up.
point?
Let's change it up. Let's do a 5v5. Y'all guarding each other. Just like who's the better team player. Like who's gonna go at each other like that. Like let's say it like that.
Oh,
Like
okay,
who's gonna
for
have a
sure,
better
for sure.
performance instead of 1v1. Because 1v1 don't really matter. Team sub the. So your team, a team full of Corys versus a team full of Braylons. Winner gets $5 grand. Who winning that?
I'm waxing that nigga, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, that's my nigga, but Braylon we always went back and forth, but the nigga could never hold me for real. Like,
Oh yeah, this gonna be some stuff.
especially if I really get in that mode where I start mad and like go try hard and like you couldn't hold me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely taking that one.
All right, your brother Kalen.
Ah man, Kalen. Obviously, you know, growing up, that little bro shit, always going back and forth with each other, starting fights, fist fights, not talking to each other at times over this basketball shit. There was, as a big brother, I ain't gonna never say that a nigga could beat me, ever. I ain't
The
gonna
big
never
brother
say a nigga could beat
syndrome.
me. Nah, I can never say a nigga could beat me, bro. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Kalen, when I wasn't doing my thing, when I wasn't hooping and he was hooping in high school, was one of my favorite people to watch. You know, Kalen's games was probably one of the funnest times
Oh,
as
for
kids when
surely.
we would
Oh,
all
for
go up
surely.
there and we front row watching them go crazy. So that was definitely one of the best times. But
So, are you waxing your
bro,
brother?
I'm going with myself. I'm going with myself. I'm probably not gonna wax him because he's the one that I played one on one against the most, so he knows my moves tendencies. So it's always a little harder. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say more respectable, like going back and forth.
Jalen Jones.
Zay Jones cannot fucking hold me on the court at all. That nigga can hear this shit. This nigga can. The crazy thing. I was just talking about. Well, we was just talking about that before we got on here. When he come out here, bro, I'm going to welcome this nigga to Arizona. We got $100
On the
each on the
ground.
floor, on the ground. on the ground, nigga. Once this nigga step foot out here, cause he swear that he gonna come up here and take my bread, that he could hoop better than me. You know, he got his bed, the Bay niggas that defend him, but I really not trying to hear that shit. I know how I ain't trying to hear that Bay shit. I know how I am. I know how I hoop. This nigga gonna come out here and he gonna get waxed, nigga, one-on-one, nigga, on the floor, $100. I'm welcoming to Arizona. Jay Jones cannot hold me on the court at all.
All right.
No respect for that nigga's game.
Let's go. Let me go again. We're not done yet. So hold on. Elijah Taylor.
Ooh, E.T. Watching E.T. play and playing that, I ain't gonna lie, the only times I really played against E.T. are the hoop moves, and there are times where, you know, niggas wasn't really trying. But if me and E.T. both trying, I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking myself on that nigga E.T. too. I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking myself on that nigga
Hey,
E.T. too.
you give me ET crazy work?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I seen E.T. try to guard my brother. That's what I have seen. I've seen E.T. go against Kalen. Back in those days, nah, E.T. would not hold me. No, not at all.
Wow.
Not at
So
all.
hold
Right
on.
now,
So are we saying that Kalen's a better basketball player than ET? Like, are we saying like we flatten that out right now? This is what I'm saying. This is where we get into the crazy shit.
I'm taking my brother for sure. I'm saying, and all the matchups that I seen, Kalen was giving Higley work. All
You
the
was giving,
matchups that
hey, he
I
give me ET
seen.
crazy work. He give me ET crazy
Crazy work. All
work.
the ones that I've seen, nigga. I seen Higley and fucking Castile a few times
Oh
play
yeah.
each other, bro.
Oh
So
yeah. Okay.
Logan too. He not out of that either, bro. Yeah, I seen all that shit back in the day,
Wow.
bro. I'm taking Kalen for sure.
All right. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Demayan.
The Mayan cannot fucking hold me. None of the Bay niggas can hold me, bro. I'm just gonna
Wow.
flat put all of them out there. Ross, I know he don't hoop. I don't care how tall he is, not holding me. Harv, not holding me. Jay Jones, not holding me. Demayan, not holding me. I'll beat Demayan 1-on-1, probably 21 to like 7-8. Like he might get a couple on me,
Wow.
but he don't really got no bag. Demayan don't got no bag. I ain't gonna lie, he don't got no bag. That shot 1-on-1, nah, bro. He ain't. And nigga, there's been plenty of hoop moves, bro. You see it yourself. The Demayan guarding me, nigga. I'm pulling it up like Curry, you know, my little between leg hesitation, pull it up, nigga, smack, bro. I'm telling that nigga to step up. We seen this shit happen, bro. I'm taking myself over Demayan.
I Tevin. Tevin Miller.
Tevin Miller. See, Tevin is somebody that I've been going up against because when I was a freshman at Basha, he was on the JV team, and we practiced together. So I was going against Tev every day.
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
You was gonna do crazy work.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I
Oh.
wasn't. If there was one person, bro, that I have to admit that had my number every time on that court was Tev. Bro. I remember one time after practice, Tevin was just having one of those games where he would not fucking miss. And I was guarding him, and then my fucking Jared had to get switched onto him. And then after practice, I'm hot. So Jared gonna try to make a joke like, damn, Corey, you gonna guard Tetsu? I said, nigga, how about you fucking guard him, bro? I'm not trying to hear that shit right now. I was fucking mad. So Tevin had my number for sure, but right now, if we were to line up right now, I got myself. Even back then, there was times where I was giving, because I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit. I have my days in practice too against Tevin. He'll tell you that too, but a majority of the time he had mine, so I'll be, you know, give respect where respect is due. You know, Tev had my number back then. Right now, I'm taking myself.
All right. So, out of all those players right now, out of all those players you just said, who would win? If they did like a 1-on-1 tourney, or even like a 5-on-5 tourney of themselves, who would win?
Probably Tev.
Wow. So Tevin's better than Kalen, E.T., Jay Jones, Braylon, Demayan. You got Tev coming out on top.
Yeah, probably Tevin. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gonna start some shit. It's gonna start some shit. I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
Second one would be my brother. I got Kalen, but I'll probably Tevin.
All right, so let's change topics here. Because don't worry, they're gonna hear that. I'm gonna shout them out. They finna hear all that. Trust me, I'm gonna quote you on all that, and they finna get that for the preview. You ran track as a youth. You ran for the Arizona Cheetahs with my little brother. Fast as hell, always been fast. And then you ran varsity track at Mesa. I actually went to state at Mesa. How was it running varsity track at one of the top programs in the state?
Man, but that's why I always be saying I wish I would have stuck with track my whole entire career. That's what I was the best at. Like I blame Curry for me to getting these hoop dreams when I know I really wasn't gonna hoop like that. I should listen to my mom's. My mom always knew my talent was in track. So varsity track at Mesa was the best times ever. I'm gonna let niggas in on an inside story. There's this very popular track meet called the Hohokam. The Hohokam Classic. It's held at Westwood High, which is one of Mesa's rivals, and there's about 30, 40, 50 schools that come through 3 days, and we obviously do what track meets do, go against each other, all that shit. There was a party in the Westwood locker room. We ain't call that motherfucker the Hohokam for no reason. We had bitches in there throwing ass in their track suits. Niggas was catching it in between races. I had to run a 400. I went and ran that shit. Came back getting ass thrown on me. It was crazy, bro. As a senior, it was crazy at the Mesa track meets. But on a serious note, it was dope. I really enjoyed running track over there. You know, going to state. My event was a 400. That was my thing. I was even cool at the 8. My 4x4 relay team was one of the best in the states. We went to state for that. And if it wasn't for one of my teammates, Xander Thomas, you probably don't know him, but I'm gonna call that nigga out. If it wasn't for this nigga fucking it up for us, we would have actually made it to the finals because we got eliminated in the prelims by 1 second to fucking a school. I think it was Tucson, something like Tucson High. So we definitely probably could have got a medal if we would have been able to get into that final race. But yeah, it was dope running that varsity track at Mesa, having a varsity sport. I still got my I still got my baton from the state meet. So yeah, it was dope.
All right, so let me ask you this now. 400, the race of your life. You, Zion, Jevin, and Drell, and Jordan Harvey, J Extra. 400 for your life. Who coming out on top?
Me, nigga, me.
You faster than Zion? You faster than Zion and Jeff?
In the four?
Faster than Zion and Jeff?
Faster than Zion and Jeff. In the four? Yes, nigga, I'm saying, and you talking about on, because there's a difference in training and actually getting on that line, you know, set and running, especially knowing who's next to you and shit. Cause I was always PRing in races. You know, some niggas PR in practice. My PRs was always in races. So if I knew Jevin, Zion, Drell, and Harvey was next to me, my adrenaline gonna be going. I already had great conditioning. My speed was there. I would definitely come out on top on that one in the fall.
Wow. So who do you think will come in second then?
Who I think will come in second? Probably Zion. Probably Zion. Cause Harvey, probably Zion. This is just cause I've been trained. I trained with Zion, ran with Zion. You know, Harvey he only tells me what he can tell me. I ain't really seen shit.
All right. Let's change something. Let's change this. All right.
Yep.
Las Vegas Raiders, 2022. Prediction right now, and do they win the conference?
Prediction like the record?
Like, how far do they go?
How far? I truly believe this is not just the fan in me. This is like everybody knows I wear my fans on my sleeve. Fucking Raiders, Warriors, all that shit. The past 4 years, the Raiders have gotten better every single year. We was 4th in the division. Then we was 3rd in the division. Last year we was 2nd. So it's only the matters only match up for us to win the division this year, my nigga. It's only right. And the additions of our team, bro. We made it to the playoffs last year against the Bengals team down to the last play with nowhere near as much talent as we have right now. So that's what makes me believe that we can get over that hump, because getting to the playoffs was fucking 10 years anyways. I'm not going to count 2016 when Carr got hurt, but that was a win in itself, just getting into the playoffs. So I truly believe the Raiders go past the wild card divisional playoff game, and I believe that we win the division over the Chargers, Chiefs, and Broncos.
So, rank that division right now.
Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. I got that straight out the dome.
Yeah, Bronco country. Let's ride. Dead last?
Dead last, bro. Fuck the Broncos. Like, I don't see it. I hate seeing all these Super Bowl division winning. Like, that shit is so capped to me. Because, like, I just don't see it. Russell Wilson is cool. He's a good quarterback, but I just don't see it. That team is not that much different than Seattle. I understand the defense is better, but when you're going against offenses like the Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders twice a year, your record is not going to be that good because you're not going to be just winning like that. I'm sorry. The Broncos, I just don't see it.
Facts. So, let me ask you this then. Let's get your NBA all-time starting five without Steph Curry in it.
Oh, shit. Without Steph?
Without Steph. Without any Warriors player. I don't want to hear no Clay, no Steph, none of that. I want to hear your top five without Warriors players in it, bro.
All right, so this is just 5 players of
Facts.
all time type shit, or are you talking about one point guard, one shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center
One
type
point
shit?
guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
Okay, okay. Point guard, I'm going Allen Iverson.
The answer? The
I'm
answer?
going Allen Iverson the answer. Besides Steph Curry, another player that made me absolutely fall in love with basketball. I'm going
Facts.
Allen Iverson,
Okay.
point guard. Shooting guard, I'm going Jordan, bro. I
Obviously,
Kobe,
yeah.
Kobe right there, but I'm going with the OG, the original. I'm going Jordan.
Okay.
3, I'm going LeBron. LeBron,
the
a lot
king.
of people are, I've had my issues with LeBron in the past, but I'm really over that now. I just appreciate greatness for what it is. LeBron, that's one of the GOATs. I got LeBron at 3.
Okay.
At the 4, I got 5-time champ Tim Duncan too. A lot of people forget about that Spurs run.
Like I'm Tim Duncan.
It really do seem like a lot of people just forget that the Spurs had that little dynasty run where they was really like that. So I got Tim Duncan at the 4, and I got Shaq Diesel at the 5, but you can't put no center over Shaq. That's the most dominant player of all time.
Top 5, I mean not top 5, your NBA starting 5 right now. Without Curry, without any of the Warriors players.
At least you know. All right, 5. Same thing, point guard, shoot guard, small forward.
Yep.
Point guard, I got Damian Lillard.
I feel like Dame or James.
I feel like, yeah, nigga, I got Dame. Kyrie will be a close second. You know how I feel about Kyrie. I got Dame at point guard. Shooting guard. Damn. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Because I was going to say player. Shooting guards right now. Damn.
Man, it is not that damn hard.
Oh, fuck it. I'm trying to be relevant to 2020, the last season.
Okay. What about Devin Booker? You don't mess with Devin Booker?
Nah, I'll go D-Book. D-Book.
What about Jimmy Butler? Is Jimmy Butler still on the board?
Nah, I'll go D-Book. I got D-Book. D-Book shooting guard. Small forward. I'm going Bron. Still.
Over KD? Over KD? Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
KD at 4. I was going to put KD at 4.
Five. He played a 3 and a 4, so you can put him at the 4.
Because I was going to put KD at 4. I'll put Bron at 3.
Okay.
KD at 4. And the best center in the league.
Do not say Jokic, bro. If you say Jokic, I'm going to cut this interview off. Do not say Jokic, bro. Do not say Jokic, bro.
I'm gonna say Embiid. I got Embiid that's big right now.
Thank you, bro. Jokic is nowhere near the big tub of lore, bro. Gonna get hot.
Yeah, I got Embiid.
Since we stand on this top 5 boxes right now, or not right now, of all time. Name your top 5 boxes, bro. Like you have to see them in a fight.
Top 5 boxes.
Have to see them.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be fast, easy. Floyd.
Yeah.
Floyd, Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones Jr. Bro. I love Roy Jones, bro. Roy Jones Jr. I got Mike Tyson.
That's 3.
Muhammad Ali.
4.
And the last one, you said just niggas that I feel like I just really want to watch.
Yeah.
In terms of talent.
Is anybody that you like? Damn, like I want to see you fight type stuff.
I'm going Tank. Tank. Tank's one of my favorite fighters, so I'm definitely Tank will take that 5 spot for me.
Alright, that looks pretty decent. That looks pretty decent. So, let me ask you this then: if it was like just like a middle or like a lower weight fight between, let's say, Floyd, Tank, Ryan Garcia, Bud, Devin Haney, who do you think out of all those would come out on top? Canelo, you can add Canelo. You got Floyd, okay. So besides Floyd, who else? Because obviously Floyd. Yeah, besides Floyd. Let me take Floyd out of there.
Tank. I'm going Tank.
You think Tank? Tank's beating Devin Haney. He beating Bud.
Yes. Probably not Bud. Probably not that because the height difference is too drastic for that to even be possible.
It is. So what about is Bud the same person as Spence?
Yeah, Errol
All right,
Spence and Bud Crawford. That's just about to happen. I got
facts.
Bud.
Mmm.
I got Bud, bro. Definitely. But out of the ones that you named, I got Tank. Definitely not Ryan Garcia. I
Wow.
just
So hold on. You can't just skip. You can't just say that. You can't just say that.
yeah.
How many rounds do you
He
have Tank and Ryan?
Tank and Ryan. Realistically, I got it going no farther than somebody getting knocked out in that fight.
Mmm.
Or if it will happen, who knows? But I got Tank knocking out Ryan within 9 rounds. They both throw them motherfuckers heavy, quick. Ryan's, he gets a lot of punches off, but then they both get tired towards the end of their fights. That's why they have so many knockouts, because they like to get that shit over with. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it going touching 10. So I got Tank within 9, probably 7, 8.
Mmm. Alright. Well, shoot, I ain't gonna lie, Quest, them are all the questions I have for you, but hey, thank you for being on the MOSHPIT, bro. Like, I really enjoyed this. We look, you
No
gotta have a part
problem,
two,
bro.
bro. We gotta have a part two, bro.
I was just about to say, there's a lot more stuff we get nitty gritty about, bro.
For
So,
surely, for surely. You about to end up, don't even worry about it. You about to end up on this chat, bro. There's a
yeah,
lot of stuff that. Go ahead.
yeah, my day one cousin, bro. This is my brother right here. I really
Appreciate
enjoy.
that.
I enjoy watching you make all these videos. It's entertaining, bro. No matter how many views you may or may not get, bro. For the people that watch this shit, for the gang, for the niggas, like, this shit is dope. What you're doing right now,
Thank you. I
and
appreciate that.
I appreciate. Yep, definitely. So I love watching these episodes. I'm glad to be a part of it. Can't wait to do part 2.
For
And
surely.
yeah, I appreciate you for having me in the 2 times MOSFET.
It's good.
And I'm gonna
I
feature you on my because I'm gonna start doing the same thing, bro.
for
It's
surely.
just
Oh, I'll for surely be on
timing
there.
gotta settle into it. So yeah, definitely.
For surely. I'll enjoy being on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Excuse my language. I'll for surely
Hopefully,
enjoy that.
sure.
But hey, y'all, 2 Time about to get out of here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. 2 Times out of here. Peace. I was a good shit.